Alrighty, guys. So let's come back to the topic of faith, love, and sex. What's number 1, 2, and 3 for you? And I really want to talk about that communication difference between boys and girls. All right, hit it. Araceli, what's number 1, 2, and 3 for you, and why?
From?
Sex, faith, and love.
Okay,
love, sex.
so we said faith is going to be first because I'm seeing all these qualities in a person that gives me faith to get to the next level. And then sex, I think it's sex, yes, because love, it's something that you develop with time. It's not something that it will come like right around.
So you're telling me you don't believe in love at first sight?
I don't.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Oh my God, I love
we
it.
believe
Yes.
in love at first sight.
I think.
Is it possible that women don't believe in love at first sight?
No. I
We
think that.
don't.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I used
We
to
have a
believe
bigger
this
list
when
than
I
you.
was. Maybe I used to believe in this like when I was really young. I think that there is lust at first sight. There's connection. There's passion. There's all these feelings that you can think that you have, at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's something that it's gonna play either way.
That's lust in love. Lust
Exactly.
L-U-S-T.
It's gonna be a lust.
So the question is it possible for someone to feel that and know that this is their soulmate and actually have it be their soulmate?
Oof, that's a powerful question.
Well,
but you
I've
only know that
heard,
with time.
actually, I have a story
You
about
only know that with time?
Yes, I have a friend of mine that
So-
met her.
You have to pass the test of
her
time to
current-
know if that
You
lust
kind of
became
do.
love.
I have a friend of mine that they met in school.
Yep.
They met in high school, and honestly, they became best friends, and we all started like saying, "This is gonna be like something that will pass." And they're like, I don't know how many years by now. They're like 12, 16 years together.
Telling you.
I don't know how many years together, but but you know what?
I
It's
think-
weird because they would get along since the first day. And I never saw that madness that the other girls, were like writing letters or like getting excited. No, like I saw her very like, she knew that was the man she was gonna end up marrying. Now they have a kid. They haven't gotten married, so I expect that invitation.
Aww. For how long they've been together?
For like, I don't know, by now, I have lost the count, probably like 12 years or more.
I think it's something that's
Maybe
not going to
more.
be seen as much in our generation, but in previous generations, I think you did see it a lot, where you had people that kind of had standards for what they kind of knew they wanted, and they had that void where they wanted to feel loved, they wanted to be loved, and it was a completely different time where you could look at somebody, you could say, okay, cool, like I choose you, and things were just flowing,
that
things
is
were
not
good.
love at first sight.
Of course
love
it
at
is.
first sight is like looking at that person and saying, this is the person that I want for the rest of my life, and knowing it. That's what I feel.
So you do believe in
It
love
is.
at first sight?
So you do have faith
I have
into this
faith,
love at
of
first
course.
sight.
I will always
Because
have
something
faith.
you cannot touch, but you have faith that is there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
So
can always have
I just
faith.
think it's harder now for people in our generation to kind of do that because there's so much distraction. It's like, think about it. Our grandparents, like when they were in love, you had you, your spouse, your kids, 4 walls as your house, maybe a TV, and that's your world. That
but
and
that
work.
will make you also settle for less because you didn't know anything better.
What I'm saying is you don't see as much, but now that you have the world of Instagram, someone could say, oh, okay, cool, I've met someone at first sight. You're scrolling and you're looking at
And my
100
girlfriends are
plus
like, oh, I've
people a
seen this
day
guy.
thinking,
We've
I
dated.
want that, I want that. Look at this person travel, or look at this person's relationship. This is what I want to be with. Look how he looks. Look how he goes to the gym. Look how he's fit.
Then you have to make your
There's
board
distractions.
of how you want it, who you want, and then it will come into your life. You attract.
That's what she says.
Yep.
Just
That's
make
what
your
she
board.
says. How do you guys
Don't argue
feel
with me.
about
Oh.
whoa.
Whoa.
How do you guys feel about these couples that like seem completely 150% happy in front of cameras, but then behind closed doors they hate each other?
How do
Like-
we know that they hate each
And
other?
you're talking about settling for less, right?
I think I was in that.
But how about like faith
We've all
though?
been
Like,
there.
do you really have to
Yeah.
settle for less when you are actually trying out something? Like, it doesn't mean settling for less when you're actually trying out to make errors.
when you settle for less, when you don't love yourself enough.
Oh,
When you don't love yourself enough that you say, you
Dropping
know
bombs.
what, maybe this is everything I can get, so we get along, everything is okay, we don't argue, he cooks, that's important, He cooks, he cleans the dishes, he takes the pets out, he takes care of this whole things, he pays the bills, everything is comfortable, right? But then, do you think that that's the person?
Do you want to be comfortable or happy?
I want to be happy.
All right, but then is what makes you happy the same thing that's going to make you happy 6 months from now or 6 years from now? That's the question. And when you say don't
Happiness
settle,
Happiness is for me.
And when you say figure out what you want, you have your board, right? And don't settle, right? You may want certain things. You say, I deserve to have this. And then once you have it, naturally, as human beings, our instinct is to say,
you take it for granted.
Well, now I think I want this. I feel I deserve this. Well, you're already stuck married with the ring of someone who has the first standard that you had set. Now all of a sudden you want someone that either has more money or is more successful or does more traveling or, you know, whatever the case might be.
What happens to love, sex, and faith at that point?
How do you describe that as not settling at that point? Because now your heart says, well, I want what I see on Instagram. Look at these Instagram people.
But that girl on Instagram or boy on Instagram is also going to make you unhappy
it's just
and
a
crazy.
Picture.
It's like whoever you see that is like with booty shorts in the grocery store, Whole Foods or Publix, that girl or guy is also gonna make you fucking nuts, right? So you have to just have faith that the one that you picked and choose out of your list is gonna make you happy and love, right?
So what if you pick someone at 18 years old and you are not allowed to choose anymore after that because that's who you
picked? Well, it almost
picked?
happened to me.
Because it almost did happen. It almost did happen to me. This is why I'm asking.
It almost did happen.
Then you break up like a boss.
You break up like a boss and you set up a new standard. But then, is everyone supposed to break up like a boss every time they feel unhappy in a relationship?
Oof, that's a great question.
I don't think that is when you feel unhappy, because unhappiness, it's going to happen. You know, you're going to get on a fight. We're not going to want to see each other. We're going to sleep in one each side of the bed. Or maybe you'll be in the couch. But
I don't sleep on the couch. You sleep on the couch. I'll be on the bed. And then when you stop acting up, I'll let you come back to the bed.
Then I'll change the keys.
You definitely won't get sex. Maybe faith.
Then she goes back to the couch.
Maybe faith.
Back to the couch.
No, you'll be on the carpet. It's fine.
Hold on, wait. Let's talk about that. What's up with that? Women using sex to withhold as punishment.
You guys use money in success.
But what if you and the woman are equally as exactly?
We're never
what
gonna
if you
be
guys
equal.
are? No, I'm not talking about equal as everything else. I'm talking about you talked about men using money, which I've seen that. But then women do the same thing too. If the woman is the one in power with the money and the guy doesn't earn as much.
You know what? I'm going to tell you one thing. I've learned from experience that doesn't work.
Of course it doesn't
because
work.
the moment that you start playing those games, pushing buttons to see which one wins, you know what's going to happen?
Escalating.
No one is going to win. Everyone is going to lose.
Yes.
So the moment that happens, what you need, obviously, at this time of my life, I can say that I know that it's communicate. Is to talk to each other, to observe, to listen. Because then if I sit down, maybe the things that I think that they're not bothering you, they are. And what if the things that you're doing unconsciously, they are getting me to a different level? Then I think that you should communicate. And if you love that person, it makes it a lot easier, because when you love that person, you want to believe that there's a future and that tomorrow you're going to wake up in the same bed together. And even if you don't want to see each other, you're going to continue, holding hands like you're supposed to.
And that's the faith part. That's the part that you.
But I think that women, we hold it
So why don't women resort to this before kicking the men on the couch and withdrawing sex?
So have you?
How does that
happen? No, you're right. There's different type of women. Though.
There are different types of women, and I feel
there is different type of
these women with the fire here in Miami.
Have you studied Joe Dispenza? And he talks about how the subconscious becomes your body. And on that topic of body and sex and subconscious, your body becomes a subconscious, and your body dictates who you have chemistry with, who you don't feel like bad about kissing, like you just having human contact.
Yeah, but men can have sex with whatever, like just as long as it has long hair. It's like they can just have sex without having a feeling. That's what I think. We have to either have something for that person or think about someone else. But you have to have something that is exciting you.
I really love the fact that we're talking about different. So you feel that guys can sleep with anything. So
yes,
this
and
is
he just agreed.
Communication, right?
He just agreed.
I did not agree.
Yes, you did.
No,
I
heard you. Did agree, but
everyone heard you.
I wanna talk about this. So you're telling me that girls cannot just sleep with somebody and just have the sex part.